reproduction cycle of hair. And usually in the winter months, we do the association here at Namaste Laboratories, or manufacturers of organic root stimulator, we do the association of how does your garden grow. And let's face it, when you look at a beautiful tree, it has a growth reproduction cycle. It grows, it stands still, and then the leaves begin to shed, and then it's bare, and then it starts growing again. So come on, let's do the association of how does your garden grow? How does your hair actually grow? Hair growth is autonomic. Hair grows approximately 1/4 to 1/2 inch, depending on your metabolic composition, a month. But when we get ready to say, I'm shedding. Now, if you're shedding profusely, that's a lot. Profuse shedding means you're shedding more than usual. What's usual, Dr. Hare? We usually shed anywhere from 78 to 150 hairs a day. Not a week, not a month, a day. So if you comb your hair and you get some hair in it, it's okay. But when you get a lot of hair in there, you are usually suffering from anemia. It's a blood problem. So if you get a lot of shedding, go to the doctor and get a blood test. There are some things that, as wonderful as organic root stimulator products are, we just can't do. So if you want to add the iron to your blood and so forth, let's find out what's really happening with your hair. Now, for extreme shedding again, sometimes we can use the carrot oil to minimize that shedding. Sometimes we can use the hair mayonnaise to minimize that shedding. We can use the olive oil to minimize the shedding. And before we end today, I want to launch a new line that is going to blow your mind. Just you gotta wait. I can't give it to you now because I'm so excited. So just wait for me, and then we're going to do something. It's going to just bring the house down. But getting back to shedding hair, basically, when hair starts to shed, don't worry too much about it if you're not shedding profusely, because it's the normal growth reproduction cycle of hair. And not to get too technical, but the growth reproduction cycle of hair would be anagen, catagen, and telogen. And we can easily break that down according to how nature works with trees and the leaves of the tree. Firstly, it's anagen. The hair is going to grow. That's when we see in the springtime, right after cold winter, then the hair is going to grow. You see the buds come on the trees. This is hair growth. It does the same thing. So after that, you get catagen. And you know, once the leaves are there in the summertime, they are just beautiful. The trees sit there all dressed in their beautiful garb of leaves and just add so much to what Mother Nature has done with the flowers and the trees and the shrubbery and so forth. Hair is growing, and then once the hair is there, it's going to just be there. Then it's time for hair to shed and get ready to be again on the scalp. And did you know that the life cycle of hair is only 4 to 7 years? So if you meet anyone and they tell you, I've had this hair all of my life, they are not telling the truth. Hair only lives about 4 to 7 years. And then during that time, we have metabolic changes that go on within our body that causes the hair to react differently. So again, this is so exciting, not because I've been teaching for God forever and ever, but I'm so excited to be able to bring you this information to help you have healthy hair and scalp. I'm always going to refer back to that. A bit of redundancy for emphasis. This is the philosophy of our company, to meet the unmet needs of the consumer and stress the importance of having healthy hair and scalp. Now, when you're going to have hair shedding, again, the carrot oil, the hair mayo, and what have you, the hair mayonnaise, I should say, I want you to understand that these products are to be used correctly. Read the instructions. Don't try to make your own concoctions, adding a little carrot oil to the hair mayonnaise, a little olive oil, and stirring up and making your own stuff. No, no, no. Everything that we manufacture is designed to do a specific job. They work together, but you're going to have to follow the directions. So that's another thing that's important for the health of your hair and scalp. Now, if you're going to use the hair mayonnaise, we do recommend that you, of course, use this after shampooing the hair. But let me tell you something else, excuse me. Something I didn't mention before that's very, very important. And I was in a class this morning, and we were doing product knowledge, and I want to stress to you the factor that you don't have to have any problems to use our products. Did you know that everyone, and I think I said this on last month, but I want to tell you again how important it is. Did you know that the scalp sheds skin just like a snake? And if those dead skin cell tissues are not removed from the scalp, it's going to clog the pores of the scalp, or the follicular cavity, where the hair grows out of the scalp. It's going to minimize the oxygen that the scalp needs to thrive successfully, and then the blood flow is going to be lessened, and therefore the hair is going to be malnutritioned. It means it's not getting enough food. So before we do all of the shampooing and conditioning and moisturizing, all of these things, you know what? I forgot to tell you, but this is important. Now, if you don't have a problem, let's maintain. We have a product called Organic Root Stimulator Scalp Scrub. I think I gave you this on last month. It's part of our hair and scalp restoration system. But you don't have to be having a problem. No problem. If you want to maintain healthy hair and scalp, you can do that. But you've got to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, how often to do it. When I say when and how often, once a month, twice a day, all of these things are important. Now the hair needs to be cleansed, so we do that with shampoo, but the scalp needs to be exfoliated to slough off all the dead skin cell tissue, so that's where scalp scrub comes into being. And when you start with this, it's a pre-shampoo treatment. Now, I want you, those of you that did not see me last month, you're just joining for this month, and then we're going to be excited because we're going to get better and better. Next month, we have another surprise for you, but this time, I just want to continue to lay the foundation of a healthy hair and scalp for your benefit, especially now during the winter season. The winter hair blues, the shedding, and your hair's going to shed regardless. And then, the importance of having a healthy hair and scalp. Do you know if your scalp is sick, the hair's going to be sick as well? And did you also know that when I can look at the hair and see that when something's wrong with the hair, usually there's something wrong with you. Regular physician checkups. There could be some illness that's happening inside of you because the hair tells a story. Everything that comes in the body comes out through there. Not to get really crazy and get deep and scientific and all of that stuff, but it enters through the feet and it comes out through the scalp, through the hair. So if there is a problem, a lack of zinc, a lack of iodine, a lack of vitamins and so forth, we can tell that from the hair. If the hair is not flourishing, doesn't have a natural shine, something's going on. So again, the hair, besides being there for adornment as well as protection, it's also a thermometer for the body. When there's something wrong with your hair, 9 times out of 10, there's something wrong with you. And I want you to know that when we go through this winter hair blues, the shedding and the healthy hair and scalp regimes or regimens, we want you to understand that this is so important that you have the knowledge of what products to use, seeing them advertised, seeing them in the stores, and not knowing, I should say, how to use them is of no benefit to your hair or to you or to us as a manufacturer. You know why? Take it from Dr. Hair, 41 years of experience. There's nothing like healthy hair and scalp. And when you have that, you have everything. Oh, my hair doesn't hold a curl, doesn't hold a wave, doesn't hold a shape. When the hair and scalp are healthy, you can wear any type of hairstyle. And also, next month, I'm getting you ready for something going on. Even though the good doctor doesn't really care for lots of weaves and so forth, it's happening and I can't stop it. So if you can't beat him, you got to join him. So tune in for the next month. I'm just giving just a little forecast. We are going to start talking about weaving and how to do it correctly. And then how to choose the hair. Because do you realize that when they treat the hair before they send it here to America, that it's some chemicals in there, in the cleansing process, that might injure your hair or scalp. This is going to be so good. Tell your friends to tune me in There's nobody like Dr. Harris going to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Tune in and be with me. Please do that. And for the next time I'm going to be with you again, I want you to know that this particular section was dedicated to you for healthy hair and scalp. It is. And I want you to know that the products that we mentioned, try them. Cleanse the scalp with the scalp scrub. Give a good protein treatment with the hair mayonnaise. Give a good shampoo treatment with the uplifting shampoo to continue the exfoliation of the dead skin cell tissue. And then use the creamy aloe shampoo for moisturizing shampoo. It's so much that you can do to have healthy hair and scalp to survive this particular winter hair blues season. Stay with me. I'll be right back.